The future of LeBron James remains one of the most debated topics in the NBA as the 23-time All-Star has yet to make his debut in the 2025-26 season. Shams Charania, the renowned ESPN reporter, shared insights on the matter during his appearance on the Flagrant podcast last Thursday, October 30th, highlighting that the situation surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers superstar is still wrapped in uncertainty. "We still don't know where LeBron James will play next season," Charania stated. "Will he finish his career with the Lakers, or will he move to another franchise? At this point it's still very much up in the air." Charania further elaborated that even LeBron may not have a clear decision yet. Could it be the Lakers? Of course. But he will be a free agent at the end of the season. So if he decides to continue playing, there's a real possibility he could be somewhere else. At the same time, he could very well remain with Los Angeles. Currently in the final year of his contract, LeBron exercised his player option worth $56 million during the last offseason, keeping the option to continue with the team he has represented since 2018-19. Despite this, the four-time NBA champion could still explore opportunities elsewhere to chase one last title before retirement. His agent, Rich Paul, confirmed that LeBron's priority is to compete on a team capable of contending for a championship. In a conversation with Charania during the off-season, Paul emphasized that LeBron understands the Lakers are in a rebuilding phase but also values a realistic chance to compete for a title. From a roster perspective, the Lakers do not currently appear to offer the most favorable environment for LeBron to secure a fifth championship at this stage. The arrival of Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks shifted the organization's focus toward building a new core led by the Slovenian star. The franchise's long-term vision appears to be oriented around Luka as the centerpiece, raising questions about how LeBron fits into the future blueprint. Financial considerations further complicate the scenario. LeBron's salary exceeds $50 million annually, and with Austin Reaves nearing the end of his contract, along with several significant free agents expected to hit the market in 2027, the Lakers might reconsider placing LeBron at the center of their plans. Despite these uncertainties, it is not surprising that multiple teams would express interest in signing LeBron should he become available after the 2025-26 season. Age and physical condition remain key factors, especially since LeBron is experiencing his first missed season start due to a sciatic nerve injury. Even so, when he is on the court, he continues to perform at an elite level, showcasing the combination of skill, experience, and leadership that has defined his career. LeBron's previous season statistics reflect his continued impact. He led the Lakers to the third-best record in the Western Conference, finishing 50-32, averaging 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. His performance earned him a selection to the All-Star game as well as recognition on the NBA's second team. Even while evaluating the team's current trajectory and potential free agency decisions, these numbers underline that LeBron remains a force capable of influencing outcomes at the highest level. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic continues to shine as the primary offensive leader of the Lakers, recently delivering an MVP-level performance against the Memphis Grizzlies with 44 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, leading the team to a 117-112 victory. His return to action, after missing several games due to a finger injury and leg issues, reinforced why he is regarded as one of the league's most dominant players. The game not only highlighted Doncic's scoring prowess but also his ability to orchestrate the Lakers' offense, setting the tempo and involving teammates in crucial moments. One concern during the game was the status of Deandre Ayton, who scored 9 points but exited at halftime due to back discomfort. Despite this, Ayton expressed optimism about his readiness to face the Miami Heat in the upcoming matchup. According to the official injury report, he is listed as probable, and if cleared to play, he will face a challenging test against one of the league's most well-rounded centers, Bam Adebayo, whose addition of three-point shooting has further elevated his offensive threat. Doncic's consistency and leadership have become critical for the Lakers as LeBron remains sidelined. With offensive responsibilities largely falling on the Slovenian star, he has risen to the occasion, delivering historic performances that stabilize the team's momentum. The Lakers are navigating a transitional phase, integrating new talent and adjusting to injuries, but Luka's presence offers a foundation of confidence and resilience. The upcoming matchup against Miami will test the team's depth and strategic adjustments, particularly in the paint, while reinforcing Doncic's role as both the technical and emotional leader of the squad. As the 2025-26 NBA season progresses, the Los Angeles Lakers are navigating a complex mix of challenges and opportunities, particularly regarding their roster composition and leadership dynamics. With LeBron James sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the responsibility for guiding the team falls almost entirely on Luka Doncic, who continues to demonstrate why he is considered one of the league's premier talents. Doncic's recent performance against the Memphis Grizzlies, where he scored 44 points, collected 12 rebounds and provided 6 assists, served as a reminder of his ability to control both the offensive flow and tempo of the game. His dominance extends beyond scoring, as he actively involves teammates and creates opportunities that elevate the overall performance of the Lakers. This shift in leadership underscores a critical transition period for the franchise, signaling the team's growing reliance on Luka as both a tactical and emotional anchor. The Lakers' front office has been actively managing personnel decisions to complement Luka's abilities while considering the team's long-term strategy. Deandre Ayton, serving as a key presence in the paint, provides interior defense, rebounding, and scoring, but his recent back injury raises questions about his availability for upcoming matchups. Should he miss games, players like Jaxson Hayes are expected to step into starting roles, testing the team's depth and versatility in the frontcourt. Meanwhile, perimeter contributions from Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart have become increasingly important, as the team seeks to balance floor spacing, three-point efficiency, and defensive coverage. Each adjustment highlights the Lakers' ongoing effort to create a cohesive system capable of competing even when top-tier stars are unavailable. Financial and contractual considerations also influence the Lakers' roster strategy. With LeBron James earning over $50 million annually and Austin Reaves approaching the end of his contract, the organization faces decisions that impact both current competitiveness and future flexibility. Additionally, the anticipated influx of free agents in 2027 adds complexity to the team's planning. The Lakers must weigh short-term championship ambitions against the necessity of developing a sustainable roster around Luka Doncic, whose presence as a franchise cornerstone is increasingly central to all decisions. Balancing salary commitments, player potential, and competitive goals presents a strategic challenge that will shape the team's trajectory for multiple seasons. Despite these complexities, Luka Doncic has risen to the occasion with remarkable consistency. In just 6 games he has surpassed 40 points 3 times, asserting his dominance in scoring while maintaining strong rebounding and playmaking averages. His ability to perform under pressure and carry the offensive load demonstrates both maturity and resilience, reinforcing his value as a player who can lead a team through periods of adversity. The combination of Luka's leadership, the emerging contributions of supporting players, and strategic roster adjustments positions the Lakers to remain competitive, even in the absence of LeBron. The matchup against the Miami Heat presents an additional layer of challenge. Bam Adebayo, known for his versatility and interior presence, now incorporates a reliable three-point shot, converting 36.1% of his attempts while taking an average of 7.2 threes per game. This evolution forces opposing teams to adapt defensively, as traditional interior defense strategies become less effective against players who can stretch the floor. For the Lakers, containing Adebayo while maintaining offensive cohesion around Luka will require precise execution, timely rotations, and the ability to capitalize on transition opportunities. The game will test not only individual talent but also team chemistry, decision-making, and stamina. In the broader context, the Lakers' approach reflects a franchise in transition, balancing the demands of immediate competitiveness with long-term planning. Luka's ascendancy as a leader marks a critical shift, redefining roles, responsibilities, and expectations. While LeBron James' future remains uncertain, the team's current performance underscores the importance of adaptability, resilience, and strategic foresight. Every game becomes an opportunity to assess combinations, experiment with lineups, and evaluate how supporting players complement Luka's skill set. These decisions will influence the team's ability to compete in the Western Conference, which features increasingly talented and well-rounded rosters. The interplay between performance, injuries, and strategic planning creates a high-stakes environment in which every game matters. The Lakers' coaching staff must manage rotations carefully, monitor player health, and implement tactical adjustments to maximize efficiency. Success hinges on more than individual brilliance. It requires coordination, timing, and the ability to anticipate opponent strategies. Luka Doncic's leadership remains the linchpin, but the collective contributions of the roster will ultimately determine the team's trajectory, resilience, and capacity to contend against elite Western Conference competition. As the season unfolds, observers will be watching closely to see how the Lakers balance ambition with pragmatism. The combination of Luka's offensive mastery, strategic roster management, and the development of supporting players forms the foundation of the team's identity. Each matchup offers insight into the effectiveness of these strategies, revealing strengths, weaknesses, and potential areas for improvement. The next series of games, particularly against formidable opponents like Miami, will provide a litmus test for both the current configuration and the broader vision for the franchise's future. As the Los Angeles Lakers prepare for their upcoming matchup against the Miami Heat, the intensity surrounding the game is palpable. The clash represents a significant test for the Lakers, who are balancing the absence of LeBron James with the emergence of Luka Doncic as the team's primary offensive and emotional leader. Bam Adebayo, Miami's versatile center, has become a focal point in the matchup, now adding a consistent three-point shot to his already formidable interior presence. Averaging 36.1% from beyond the arc and taking over 7 three-pointers per game, Adebayo forces opposing teams to stretch defensive coverage, presenting new challenges for the Lakers' frontcourt and perimeter defenders. For Los Angeles, containing him while maintaining offensive fluidity is crucial to sustaining momentum and asserting dominance early in the contest. Deandre Ayton's status adds another layer of uncertainty. The center has been dealing with back discomfort, listed as probable on the official injury report. His availability will significantly influence the Lakers' game plan, particularly in terms of interior defense, rebounding, and pick-and-roll execution. Should Ayton be unable to play, Jaxson Hayes is expected to step into the starting role, requiring a rapid adjustment in rotation strategy. Hayes' performance will be closely scrutinized, as the team needs a stable defensive anchor to counter Adebayo's scoring versatility. Meanwhile, Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart's contributions on the perimeter remain essential, providing shooting, playmaking, and defensive coverage that balance the team's offensive and defensive schemes. Luka Doncic continues to shoulder the bulk of the offensive responsibilities. In recent games, he has repeatedly demonstrated his ability to not only score at will but also create opportunities for teammates under pressure. His combination of shooting accuracy, court vision, and timing allows the Lakers to maintain offensive cohesion even when key contributors are sidelined. Against Memphis, Doncic scored 44 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, and dished out 6 assists, emphasizing his role as both a scoring threat and a facilitator. This dual responsibility underscores the necessity for surrounding players to be synchronized with his decision-making, ensuring that offensive sets are executed effectively and that the team can exploit defensive mismatches created by his presence on the floor. Strategically, the Lakers' coaching staff must make calculated adjustments to neutralize Miami's strengths while leveraging their own assets. Bam Adebayo's improved three-point shooting requires defenders to extend coverage, potentially opening lanes for drives, cuts, and transition opportunities. Defensive rotations and help side coverage will need to be precise, minimizing opportunities for Miami to exploit mismatches. On offense, the Lakers must generate spacing, utilize Luka's playmaking, and involve supporting players in ways that maintain pressure on the Heat's defense. Every possession will demand attention to detail, execution, and adaptability, particularly as the team manages fatigue, injuries, and high-stakes competition. Beyond individual matchups, this game also serves as an indicator of the Lakers' ability to maintain identity amidst challenges. The team's current structure, centered around Luka, requires seamless integration of supporting roles and tactical execution. Players like Reaves and Smart must respond to evolving situations, maintaining defensive assignments, contributing scoring options, and facilitating transitions between offense and defense. The interplay between individual talent and team cohesion is critical, as the Lakers seek to overcome the absence of LeBron while sustaining a competitive edge in the Western Conference. Financial and long-term considerations continue to intersect with on-court performance. LeBron's uncertain future, combined with salary cap implications and upcoming free agency opportunities, influences the Lakers' roster decisions and strategic priorities. The organization must balance short-term competitiveness with long-term sustainability, ensuring that player development, financial management, and team chemistry align with overarching objectives. Luka Doncic's role as a franchise centerpiece emphasizes the importance of building a complementary roster capable of supporting both immediate success and future growth. The Miami matchup will not only test individual players but also the Lakers' collective capacity to execute under pressure. With injuries affecting key positions, the team's ability to adapt strategically, communicate effectively, and capitalize on opportunities will be under scrutiny. Each possession, rebound, and defensive rotation carries heightened importance, as the margin for error narrows against a disciplined and talented opponent like the Heat. Luka's leadership will be pivotal, but the contributions of secondary players will ultimately determine the outcome, highlighting the necessity of depth, versatility, and resilience. In conclusion, the Lakers' upcoming game against Miami represents a high-stakes environment where strategy, adaptability, and leadership intersect. The performance of Luka Doncic, the health and availability of Deandre Ayton, and the execution of supporting players like Reaves and Smart will collectively dictate the team's ability to compete at an elite level. As the Lakers navigate this transitional phase, each matchup provides insight into their capacity to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term planning, shaping expectations for the remainder of the season and LeBron James' eventual role in the team's future trajectory. As the Los Angeles Lakers approach the next phase of the 2025-26 NBA season, the performance of their supporting cast has become a focal point. With LeBron James sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the team's success increasingly depends on how effectively secondary players complement Luka Doncic's leadership. Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart in particular have taken on expanded roles in both scoring and defense, contributing critical three-point shooting, perimeter defense, and playmaking. Reaves' ability to stretch the floor opens lanes for drives, while Smart provides defensive versatility and veteran stability. Their performances not only support Luka's offensive load but also allow the coaching staff to maintain balanced rotations despite injuries to key frontcourt players. The Lakers' coaching staff has emphasized tactical adjustments to compensate for absences and optimize the team's strengths. With Deandre Ayton recovering from a back injury, rotation adjustments may be necessary, including increased minutes for Jaxson Hayes. Hayes' performance as a starter or backup will be closely monitored, particularly against dominant interior players like Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Defensive strategies now emphasize communication, switch versatility, and help side rotations to contain offensive threats while maintaining the ability to capitalize on transition opportunities. On offense, ball movement, spacing, and effective off-ball motion are prioritized to maximize the impact of Luka's playmaking and scoring abilities, ensuring that the team remains competitive even when challenged by high-level opponents. Financial constraints and roster planning also influence strategic decisions. LeBron's $50 million salary and Austin Reaves' upcoming contract negotiations create cap considerations that the front office must navigate carefully. Additionally, the Lakers anticipate key free agents entering the market in 2027, which further complicates long-term planning. The organization must weigh the benefits of immediate competitiveness against sustainable team building, particularly as Luka Doncic's emergence solidifies him as a long-term franchise cornerstone. Balancing these financial and roster considerations with on-court performance requires precise decision-making from both management and coaching staff. In terms of team dynamics, Luka Doncic has assumed a dual role as both technical leader and emotional anchor. His performances, such as the 44-point, 12-rebound and 6-assist game against Memphis, illustrate his capacity to dictate the pace, facilitate teammates, and shoulder the bulk of offensive responsibility. Supporting players must adapt to his rhythm, ensuring that spacing, passing lanes, and shot opportunities are optimized. This coordination is critical not only for offensive efficiency but also for defensive stability, as transitions and rotations often depend on synchronized movement and anticipation of Luka's decision-making. The interplay between Luka and his teammates highlights the importance of chemistry, trust, and adaptability, particularly during a transitional period for the franchise. Upcoming matchups, including the high-profile game against the Miami Heat, will serve as benchmarks for the Lakers' development as a cohesive unit. Bam Adebayo's expanded offensive game presents unique challenges, particularly his three-point shooting and ability to stretch defensive coverage. Containing Adebayo while maintaining offensive effectiveness around Luka will require meticulous preparation, strategic rotations, and precise execution. These games offer a lens into how well the supporting cast can adapt to elite competition, respond to in-game adversity, and contribute meaningfully to both ends of the floor. Injury management remains a crucial aspect of the Lakers' strategy. Deandre Ayton's back issue, Jaxson Hayes' role as an interior substitute, and the overall health of perimeter players like Reaves and Smart will influence rotation patterns and game plans. The coaching staff must balance playing time, recovery, and tactical adjustments to maximize performance while minimizing injury risk. The ability to remain flexible and proactive in managing these challenges will be a determining factor in the Lakers' ability to contend in the Western Conference and sustain competitiveness throughout the season. The Lakers' broader organizational strategy emphasizes a transition toward building around Luka Doncic while maintaining competitiveness. This approach requires integrating new talent, developing supporting players, and managing the uncertainties surrounding LeBron James' future. By leveraging tactical adjustments, maximizing the contributions of role players, and maintaining a cohesive identity on both ends of the floor, the Lakers aim to remain relevant in the playoff race despite injuries and evolving roster dynamics. Each game provides insight into the effectiveness of these strategies and informs decisions that will impact both short-term performance and long-term planning. Ultimately, the success of the Lakers during this transitional period will depend on the synchronization between Luka Doncic, the supporting cast, and the coaching staff. Offensive execution, defensive rotations, injury management, and strategic roster planning all intersect to create a high-stakes environment where adaptability and resilience are paramount. As the team faces challenging opponents and navigates uncertainties surrounding LeBron James, the performance of each player becomes critical, reinforcing the need for cohesion, discipline, and a shared commitment to both immediate and long-term goals. The Los Angeles Lakers' current phase of the 2025-26 season is defined by a critical shift in team leadership and identity. With LeBron James sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the responsibility to lead both on and off the court has fallen squarely on Luka Doncic. Luka's performance has consistently demonstrated his capacity to guide the team through challenging situations. His scoring, playmaking, and court vision have allowed the Lakers to remain competitive even in the absence of their longtime superstar. Recent games highlight Luka's ability to balance offensive creation with facilitating his teammates, ensuring that the Lakers maintain cohesion, efficiency, and adaptability against high-caliber opponents. In addition to Luka's leadership, the supporting cast has become an essential component of the team's strategy. Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart have stepped up in multiple dimensions, contributing points, defensive intensity, and playmaking, which help offset the absence of LeBron's presence. Reaves' perimeter shooting stretches defenses and creates driving lanes, while Smart's defensive versatility and experience provide stability and situational awareness on both ends of the floor. Jaxson Hayes' performance in the frontcourt, especially when Deandre Ayton is unavailable, adds a layer of depth, emphasizing the importance of rotation management and role flexibility in maintaining competitive performance. Each player's contribution is increasingly magnified in Luka's leadership-driven system. Strategic adjustments by the coaching staff have become pivotal to maximizing performance during this transitional phase. Defensive schemes have evolved to address the specific threats posed by opponents like Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Containing interior scoring while also defending perimeter threats requires a combination of help-side rotations, switch agility, and communication. On offense, ball movement, spacing, and timing around Luka's decisions are critical. Every possession is meticulously managed to optimize scoring opportunities and create mismatches, while the team's pace must balance offensive aggression with disciplined defensive positioning. The ability to adjust in real time, depending on opponent strategy and player availability, underscores the Lakers' focus on adaptability. Financial and organizational considerations continue to intersect with on-court strategy. LeBron James' $50 million salary, combined with upcoming contract negotiations for Austin Reaves and anticipated free agents entering the market in 2027, places constraints on long-term roster planning. The Lakers are tasked with navigating these financial realities while fostering a competitive environment around Luka Doncic. This requires balancing immediate aspirations for playoff success with the necessity of constructing a sustainable roster capable of evolving alongside Luka's career trajectory. The interplay between salary management, player development, and strategic recruitment becomes increasingly relevant as the season progresses. Injuries remain a critical variable affecting the Lakers' approach to games. Deandre Ayton's back issue, the potential reliance on Jaxson Hayes, and the overall health of perimeter players dictate rotations, minutes distribution, and tactical adjustments. Coaching decisions regarding player usage must account for fatigue, recovery, and optimal matchups, particularly during stretches of consecutive high-intensity games. The team's resilience depends not only on individual talent but also on the effectiveness of these management strategies, which ensure consistent performance despite temporary setbacks. The upcoming confrontation with the Miami Heat exemplifies the high-stakes environment in which the Lakers are operating. Bam Adebayo's expanded offensive game, incorporating three-point shooting in addition to traditional interior dominance, presents a multidimensional challenge. Successfully containing him requires coordination between Luka, perimeter defenders, and frontcourt support, highlighting the need for synchronized rotations and tactical discipline. Offensive sets must exploit spacing, utilize Luka's playmaking, and integrate supporting players effectively, while defensive focus remains on limiting Adebayo's scoring efficiency and neutralizing the Heat's transition opportunities. Overall, the Lakers' identity in this transitional phase revolves around adaptability, leadership, and team cohesion. Luka Doncic's emergence as the central figure reshapes responsibilities, requiring the supporting cast to step up and assume critical roles in both scoring and defense. Strategic adjustments by the coaching staff, effective injury management, and a focus on communication and execution are central to sustaining competitiveness. The team's trajectory will be determined not solely by individual brilliance but by the integration of talent, strategy, and resilience under challenging circumstances. As the Lakers continue to navigate uncertainties surrounding LeBron James' future and ongoing roster evolution, the organization's capacity to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term planning becomes increasingly evident. Each game serves as both a test of current performance and an opportunity to evaluate the effectiveness of tactical adjustments, player roles, and team cohesion. The Lakers' journey through this transitional period highlights the complexity of managing elite talent, evolving leadership structures, and organizational priorities while maintaining aspirations for sustained success in one of the NBA's most competitive conferences. As the 2025-26 season unfolds, the Los Angeles Lakers are confronting the challenges of roster depth, injury management, and evolving team strategy. With LeBron James unavailable due to a sciatic nerve injury, the team's ability to adapt relies heavily on the depth and versatility of its supporting cast. Luka Doncic has emerged as the undisputed leader, orchestrating both offense and defense, but the contributions of Austin Reaves, Marcus Smart, and Jaxson Hayes are equally crucial in sustaining performance across the floor. Reaves' perimeter shooting and defensive mobility, Smart's veteran leadership and defensive assignments, and Hayes' interior presence collectively enable the Lakers to remain competitive in high-stakes matchups despite the absence of their franchise centerpiece. Deandre Ayton's injury status continues to be a significant factor in rotation planning. Listed as probable for upcoming games, Ayton's availability will determine the configuration of the frontcourt and defensive strategy. If he is unable to play, Jaxson Hayes is expected to fill the starting role, demanding rapid adjustments in both offensive and defensive schemes. The Lakers must balance minutes, preserve player health, and optimize matchups, particularly against elite opponents like the Miami Heat. These adjustments highlight the importance of depth and flexibility, emphasizing that every player's performance has a magnified impact on the team's ability to succeed in the absence of LeBron. Financial and strategic considerations continue to shape the organization's approach. LeBron James' $50 million salary, coupled with upcoming free agency and contract negotiations for Austin Reaves, adds complexity to long-term roster planning. The Lakers must balance immediate competitiveness with the necessity of building around Luka Doncic as the franchise cornerstone. Salary cap management, free agent acquisitions, and player development initiatives all intersect to determine the team's trajectory. This approach requires precise evaluation of each player's role, impact, and potential, ensuring that the roster remains adaptable, sustainable, and capable of contending both now and in the future. The Lakers' identity during this transitional phase centers on adaptability and cohesion. Luka Doncic's leadership allows the team to maintain offensive fluidity, but synchronized execution from the supporting cast is essential. Offensive strategies prioritize spacing, ball movement, and the utilization of Luka's playmaking ability, ensuring that each possession maximizes scoring potential. Defensively, rotations, help coverage, and switch versatility are critical to countering opponents like Bam Adebayo, who now presents a multidimensional threat with both interior scoring and reliable three-point shooting. The interplay between tactical planning and individual execution reflects the complexity of competing at the highest level while navigating roster uncertainties. Matchups against teams such as the Miami Heat serve as litmus tests for the Lakers' strategy, depth, and adaptability. Bam Adebayo's expanded offensive range challenges conventional defensive schemes, requiring coordinated rotations and precise help coverage. On offense, the Lakers must leverage Luka's playmaking, spacing, and decision-making to exploit opportunities and generate efficient scoring chances. Supporting players' ability to step up in critical moments, whether through scoring, defense, or facilitating ball movement, becomes decisive in determining the outcome of these high-stakes games. The Lakers' resilience in navigating these matchups will indicate the effectiveness of the team's structure and its capacity to contend despite adversity. Injury management and player rotation are central to sustaining performance over the course of the season. Coaches must carefully balance minutes, monitor fatigue, and adjust lineups based on both immediate game demands and long-term health considerations. The absence or limitation of key contributors like LeBron or Ayton places greater responsibility on the remaining roster, emphasizing the importance of adaptability, depth, and effective strategic planning. Success depends on seamless integration of player roles, timely adjustments, and consistent execution across both ends of the floor. Ultimately, the Lakers' path to playoff contention is intertwined with roster depth, strategic execution, and Luka Doncic's leadership. The combination of veteran experience, emerging talent, and tactical acumen forms the foundation of the team's competitive identity. As the season progresses, each game provides insight into the team's ability to balance immediate performance goals with long-term strategic planning. Monitoring player contributions, rotation efficiency, and adaptability to evolving challenges will be essential in assessing the Lakers' potential to navigate the competitive Western Conference and position themselves for a successful postseason campaign. The Los Angeles Lakers are facing a pivotal stage in the 2025-26 NBA season, balancing the challenges of key injuries, roster transitions, and the uncertainty surrounding LeBron James' future. With the four-time NBA champion sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the team's performance increasingly depends on the leadership and consistency of Luka Doncic. Luka has proven capable of handling the bulk of offensive responsibilities while maintaining control of the game's tempo and facilitating teammates effectively. His scoring efficiency, rebounding, and playmaking continue to set the tone for the Lakers, ensuring that the team remains competitive even in high-pressure matchups. Supporting players play a critical role in sustaining this momentum. Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart have both stepped into expanded roles, contributing significantly on both ends of the floor. Reaves' perimeter shooting stretches defenses and opens driving lanes, while Smart's defensive intelligence and veteran leadership provide stability and guidance. Jaxson Hayes' role in the frontcourt, especially when Deandre Ayton is unavailable, emphasizes the need for adaptability, as he must counter interior threats while contributing offensively. Each player's performance directly influences the team's ability to compete, underscoring the importance of depth and cohesive execution in the absence of a central superstar. Rotation management and tactical adjustments have become a focal point for the Lakers coaching staff. With Ayton's back injury creating potential gaps in the frontcourt, the staff must evaluate lineups carefully, balancing minutes to optimize performance while preserving player health. Defensively, rotations, help side coverage, and the ability to switch effectively against versatile opponents are paramount. Offensively, ball movement, spacing, and exploiting mismatches created by Luka's presence on the court are critical to generating high-quality scoring opportunities. Success requires both precise execution and the ability to adapt in real time to the dynamics of the game. The Lakers' upcoming matchups, particularly against elite teams like the Miami Heat, provide an opportunity to test the effectiveness of their current strategies. Bam Adebayo, who has expanded his offensive game to include reliable three-point shooting, poses a multidimensional challenge. Containing him requires synchronized rotations, communication, and attention to detail from all 5 players on the court. Offensively, leveraging Luka's vision, scoring ability, and decision-making while integrating contributions from supporting players is essential. Every possession is amplified in importance, emphasizing the need for focus, execution, and adaptability. Financial considerations and long-term planning continue to influence roster decisions. LeBron James' $50 million salary, coupled with contract negotiations for Austin Reaves and the approaching 2027 free agency market, affects the organization's strategic flexibility. Balancing immediate competitiveness with sustainable roster development around Luka Doncic is a central priority. Effective management of these factors, including salary cap considerations, player development, and acquisitions, will shape both the team's short-term performance and its long-term trajectory. Injury management remains a top priority. The Lakers must navigate Ayton's potential absence, monitor fatigue levels for perimeter players, and adjust rotations accordingly. Jaxson Hayes' role as a frontcourt substitute underscores the necessity of depth, versatility, and readiness. Coaches are tasked with making real-time decisions that account for both the current game situation and the broader implications for the season. This delicate balance between performance and health is critical to sustaining momentum and achieving long-term success in a competitive Western Conference environment. Ultimately, the Lakers' success during this transitional period hinges on adaptability, leadership, and the effective integration of supporting players. Luka Doncic's emergence as the team's central figure has redefined roles and responsibilities, creating opportunities for other players to step up while ensuring continuity in the team's identity and performance. Each game becomes a measure of the team's ability to balance immediate challenges with long-term objectives, emphasizing resilience, cohesion, and strategic execution. The upcoming stretch of games will offer insight into how effectively the Lakers can navigate adversity and maintain momentum in pursuit of their season goals. The Los Angeles Lakers' current season emphasizes the importance of adaptability and team chemistry as the 2025-26 NBA campaign progresses. With LeBron James sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the team's dynamics have shifted, placing greater responsibility on Luka Doncic to lead both offensively and emotionally. Luka's ability to dictate pace, manage possessions, and involve teammates has been central to the Lakers' continued competitiveness. His skill set allows the team to maintain offensive cohesion even when facing elite defenses, while his leadership ensures that players like Austin Reaves, Marcus Smart, and Jaxson Hayes are effectively integrated into the system. Each game becomes a test of the Lakers' capacity to synchronize talent, strategy, and execution under pressure. Supporting players have taken on critical roles, contributing beyond individual statistics to sustain overall team performance. Austin Reaves' perimeter shooting stretches defensive coverage, creating opportunities for drives and inside plays, while Marcus Smart provides leadership, defensive versatility, and court awareness. Jaxson Hayes' frontcourt contributions, especially when Deandre Ayton is limited, reinforce the Lakers' interior presence on both ends of the floor. Collectively, these players form a complementary unit around Luka, ensuring that the team's identity and performance remain consistent despite roster fluctuations and injuries. This cohesion reflects careful management, precise rotations, and an understanding of individual strengths within a collective framework. The Lakers' coaching staff has been tasked with implementing tactical adjustments to maximize efficiency and balance responsibilities across the roster. Defensively, rotations, help coverage, and switch management are critical when facing versatile opponents like Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat, who can exploit mismatches both inside and beyond the three-point line. Offensively, ball movement, spacing, and utilization of Luka's vision and scoring ability are essential for maintaining momentum. Each possession demands discipline and precision, ensuring that the team can exploit opportunities created by defensive gaps, mismatches, and transition plays. Real-time adjustments are often necessary, particularly when injuries or fatigue require rotation changes. Financial and organizational considerations continue to intersect with the Lakers' on-court strategy. LeBron James' substantial salary, Austin Reaves' contract situation, and upcoming free agency in 2027 require careful management of salary cap flexibility, roster composition, and long-term planning. The Lakers must reconcile immediate goals of playoff contention with the need to develop a sustainable roster around Luka Doncic as the franchise cornerstone. Strategic decisions, including acquisitions, rotations, and player development initiatives, are influenced by both performance objectives and financial realities, highlighting the complexity of managing an elite-level NBA team in transition. Upcoming matchups provide opportunities to assess both the effectiveness of the team's tactical framework and the adaptability of supporting players. Bam Adebayo's evolution into a multidimensional threat, combining interior scoring with reliable three-point shooting, challenges defensive schemes and demands precise coordination. Containing such versatile players requires disciplined rotations, anticipation, and communication, while offensive execution relies on synchronizing Luka's playmaking with the contributions of secondary scorers. The Lakers' ability to perform effectively under these circumstances is a key indicator of both team chemistry and strategic resilience. Injury management and rotation planning remain critical to sustaining performance over the season. Deandre Ayton's potential absence, the role of Jaxson Hayes, and the health of perimeter players necessitate careful monitoring of minutes and fatigue. Effective management of these variables ensures that the team can maintain consistency, competitiveness, and defensive integrity despite adversity. The depth and versatility of the supporting cast, coupled with Luka's leadership, provide a foundation for resilience, allowing the Lakers to navigate challenges while preserving long-term strategic goals. Ultimately, the Lakers' season is defined by the interplay of leadership, team chemistry, and strategic adaptability. Luka Doncic's emergence as the central figure has reshaped roles and responsibilities, requiring complementary contributions from the supporting cast. Tactical execution, communication, and consistent performance are paramount, particularly against elite competition. As the season progresses, the Lakers' ability to synchronize individual talent with collective objectives will determine their trajectory, reflecting both the challenges of transition and the opportunities presented by a dynamic, evolving roster. As the 2025-26 NBA season progresses, the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves navigating the complex interplay of playoff aspirations, roster dynamics, and individual performances. The team's trajectory is heavily influenced by the absence of LeBron James, who remains sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, and by the emerging leadership of Luka Doncic, whose dominance on both ends of the court has become a central pillar of the Lakers' identity. Luka's scoring ability, playmaking, and court vision allow the team to maintain competitiveness in high-pressure matchups, while also providing the foundation for secondary players to step into expanded roles. Each game serves as a test of the Lakers' adaptability, cohesion, and strategic execution in pursuit of postseason success. Supporting players have increasingly been called upon to fill the void left by LeBron's absence. Austin Reaves continues to stretch defenses with his perimeter shooting, creating space for drives and post-up opportunities, while Marcus Smart offers veteran leadership, defensive versatility, and court awareness. Jaxson Hayes' contributions in the front court, particularly when Deandre Ayton is unavailable, add stability to the interior, allowing the Lakers to maintain defensive integrity and rebounding presence. These roles have become essential in ensuring that Luka's offensive load is complemented by balanced contributions across the roster, highlighting the importance of depth, adaptability, and cohesion within the team framework. The Lakers coaching staff has implemented strategic adjustments to maximize both offensive efficiency and defensive coverage. Defensively, rotations, help side positioning, and the ability to switch seamlessly are critical when facing multifaceted threats such as Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Offensively, spacing, ball movement, and utilization of Luka's elite playmaking are central to generating high-quality scoring opportunities. This tactical framework requires precise execution and real-time adaptability, as lineups fluctuate due to injuries, minutes management, and matchup considerations. Every possession carries weight, and success depends on collective understanding and anticipation of both opponent tendencies and team strategies. Financial and organizational factors continue to influence roster construction and strategic priorities. LeBron James' $50 million salary, Austin Reaves' contract negotiations, and the 2027 free agency market present challenges for long-term planning. The Lakers must balance immediate competitiveness with the development of a sustainable roster centered around Luka Doncic. These considerations intersect with tactical and performance decisions, requiring meticulous evaluation of player roles, salary cap implications, and the long-term viability of the team's competitive structure. The integration of financial strategy and on-court performance remains central to the franchise's success. Upcoming matchups, particularly against elite teams in the Western Conference, will serve as critical indicators of the Lakers' readiness for playoff contention. Bam Adebayo's expanded skill set, including his ability to stretch the floor beyond the three-point line, tests the team's defensive cohesion and rotation efficiency. Offensively, the Lakers must leverage Luka's vision and scoring prowess while ensuring that secondary players contribute meaningfully to spacing, ball movement, and transition opportunities. The outcome of these contests will reflect the effectiveness of both strategic planning and individual execution under high-stakes conditions, providing insight into the team's capacity to contend in the postseason. Injury management and rotation strategy are essential for sustaining performance. Monitoring the health and availability of Deandre Ayton, managing Jaxson Hayes' minutes, and preserving perimeter players' energy levels require careful planning. The coaching staff must strike a delicate balance between immediate performance needs and long-term health considerations to maintain consistency throughout the grueling schedule. Depth, versatility, and effective tactical integration become critical factors in navigating the challenges presented by injuries and high-level competition. Ultimately, the Lakers' potential for playoff success in the 2025-26 season is intrinsically linked to Luka Doncic's ascendancy, the performance of supporting players, and the strategic acumen of the coaching staff. Effective synchronization of talent, rotations, and tactical execution will determine whether the team can overcome adversity and maintain momentum in a competitive Western Conference. As the season continues, each matchup provides an opportunity to evaluate adaptability, cohesion, and resilience, emphasizing that the Lakers' identity is increasingly defined by collective performance, strategic leadership, and Luka's central role in guiding the team toward its championship aspirations. As the Los Angeles Lakers approach the latter part of the 2025-26 NBA season, the team is facing a unique convergence of challenges and opportunities that will shape both immediate outcomes and long-term planning. With LeBron James sidelined due to a sciatic nerve injury, the spotlight on Luka Doncic has never been more pronounced. Luka's ability to manage the game, facilitate teammates, and produce high-level offensive output has become the foundation of the Lakers' current competitive identity. His leadership extends beyond scoring, encompassing defensive organization, in-game adjustments, and emotional guidance for the team. The trajectory of the season, and potentially the franchise, increasingly revolves around his capacity to sustain this performance under evolving circumstances. Supporting players remain critical to translating Luka's influence into tangible results. Austin Reaves' perimeter shooting and floor spacing create opportunities for drives and inside scoring, while Marcus Smart provides defensive versatility, leadership, and situational awareness essential for maintaining stability during rotations. Jaxson Hayes' contributions in the front court, particularly in the absence of Deandre Ayton, reinforced the Lakers' interior defense and rebounding presence. Each player's role has been amplified, highlighting the importance of adaptability, cohesion, and collective responsibility as the team navigates the challenges of injuries, rotation adjustments, and high-level competition. The effectiveness of these contributions directly influences the Lakers' ability to compete consistently in the Western Conference. Strategically, the coaching staff continues to implement nuanced adjustments to maximize performance across both ends of the floor. Defensively, rotations, help side coverage, and switch management are emphasized to counter versatile opponents, particularly those with multidimensional players such as Bam Adebayo. Offensively, leveraging Luka's elite playmaking, spacing, and shot creation ensures that each possession is optimized, allowing secondary scorers to capitalize on opportunities. Real-time decision-making, including substitutions, matchups, and in-game tactical shifts, is essential for maintaining both offensive efficiency and defensive stability, especially in tightly contested games that carry playoff implications. Financial considerations remain a pivotal factor in shaping the Lakers' long-term outlook. LeBron James' $50 million salary, upcoming contract negotiations for Austin Reaves, and the 2027 free agency market impact both roster flexibility and strategic planning. Balancing immediate competitive goals with the need to construct a sustainable roster around Luka Doncic requires careful assessment of salary cap allocations, player development, and potential acquisitions. The integration of financial strategy with on-court performance reflects the complexity of managing an elite NBA franchise during a period of transition, emphasizing foresight and calculated decision-making in pursuit of both short-term and long-term success. Injury management continues to influence the Lakers' strategic approach. Monitoring Deandre Ayton's condition, managing Jaxson Hayes' workload, and preserving the health of perimeter players are essential to maintaining competitive performance. The coaching staff must balance immediate game demands with long-term health considerations, ensuring that players are available for critical stretches and that the team retains the capacity to perform effectively over the course of a grueling season. Depth, versatility, and role clarity are central to navigating these challenges successfully. Looking ahead, the Lakers' trajectory is defined by the intersection of leadership, team cohesion, and strategic adaptability. Luka Doncic's ascendancy as the team's central figure has reshaped responsibilities across the roster, requiring complementary contributions from supporting players and precise execution of tactical plans. Each matchup serves as a test of resilience, decision-making, and cohesion, providing insight into the team's ability to compete at an elite level despite the uncertainties surrounding LeBron James' future and evolving roster dynamics. The ability to integrate individual talent with collective objectives remains crucial to sustaining competitiveness in the Western Conference. Ultimately, the Los Angeles Lakers' 2025-26 season represents a transitional period characterized by adaptation, leadership, and strategic foresight. Luka Doncic's emergence as the central figure, combined with the contributions of a versatile supporting cast and the tactical acumen of the coaching staff, defines the team's identity and prospects. The Lakers' success will hinge on the interplay of these factors, reflecting their ability to navigate adversity, maximize individual and collective performance, and position themselves for sustained competitiveness both in the immediate season and in the years to follow. Each game offers an opportunity to reinforce cohesion, develop emerging talent, and strategically prepare for both the playoffs and the long-term evolution of the franchise, making adaptability and resilience the defining attributes of this pivotal season.